Good morning. Today is October 8th, and our topic of the week is common myths. Is there...
Okay, that's fine. But hey, welcome to Flora Rockstars.
I know. All right. I don't like filming it. I like doing it live.
It is live.
What?
We're streaming right now.
Okay. Good morning. You are listening to Flora Rockstars, rocking the real estate news and all things local. Today is October 8th, and our topic for today is common myths about real estate market and for sellers. Common myths for real estate market for sellers. I guess I said that right. Today, English is going to be tough. Stay tuned. Welcome
to Flora Rockstars, rocking the real estate news and all things local.
What he said. Yes, I'm trying to jump the gun, I guess. Today we've got quote of the week, like always. We're going to talk about our crazy weekends. Numbers aren't sexy, but they tell a story. We're going to talk about interest rates. We're going to talk about what you do when you are out on fall break, what your parents make you do. Then we're going to talk about the topic, which is common myths for the real estate market for sellers. So, good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Good morning.
Oh, hi.
How are we?
I'm pretty nice.
You're pretty nice? Oh, okay. All right. Are you on fall break, correct?
Oh, go ahead and
Clarissa?
get closer to the microphone. There you go.
Yeah, you got.
You got to eat it.
Don't
Not
smell
smell
it.
Well, I'm this close already. Might as well just go ahead and taste it.
Well, no,
Just talk into it like you normally
Yeah.
would. Like you would a regular microphone.
because that hurts
What
people's
other
ears.
microphone am I going to be using?
Your karaoke microphone.
I don't really
She
have
doesn't
one
do
of those.
karaoke.
Yeah.
She does it in the shower, though. If you hear her, if you listen real closely, you can hear her singing songs in the shower.
That'd be time for to record, not video, but to record. That'd be creepy. Just record it. Don't video it. So,
I'm not a creep.
how was everybody's weekend?
Good.
Good.
Really
My
good.
eyelash.
I overcame a fear. Went under our house for the first time. We are going to attempt to jack up our floor soon.
Getting that all set up, and come Tuesday, we should have level floors.
And maybe I won't have lizards in my bedroom anymore.
I might throw a few in there.
I'm gonna take that stick under my bed. Hey.
When they're under the house?
Just be glad.
Yeah.
Just
I
be
wanna go
glad they
under
aren't
there.
snakes.
Okay, I got
Let's
down
turn it
there,
off.
and I was like trying not to have a panic attack while I'm under there. And he's like, "Are you okay, babe?" I'm like, "Just give me a minute." And I'm looking around for like a long time before I finally I sit down, and I'm like, "Okay, now what's going on?"
Yeah, so she's at the point of the house where you can actually sit down and actually be okay. I'm at the side of the house where I have like 23. Okay,
Bye.
one's not going to kill anything, but
She ran away.
Hold on, I'll just be right back.
Run as fast as you can. Anyway,
but yeah. So I'm under the part of the house where it's like 26 inches, and down on my stomach, and yeah,
crawling around on
crawling
your stomach.
around, pulling 12-foot
Nathan,
4x6s.
You could actually fit under there.
Yes, I can.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. yes, I fit under there until I get to a certain point, and I can't anymore.
Well, then I guess I could probably crawl under there then.
Oh, you could definitely
okay.
crawl underneath there.
Well, you're off Tuesday, so guess what you're doing with me on Tuesday?
Crawling under the deck.
Ah,
All hands on deck.
yes.
Under the deck.
Yeah.
Not for me. I will be at work.
I'm gonna shove you under there.
No, you won't. Oh, yeah, you will. You're coming here.
I'll be at work.
So obviously it's fall break, so the girls are joining us today. So welcoming them on the show, and then just hear their side of it. So
Clarissa, what are
Can
you doing
hear
for
me
fall break?
breathing?
Clarissa, what are you? Bella, stop spelling
please
it.
stop doing that.
Clarissa, what are you doing for fall break?
I am working all week long so I can get a car.
Okay, where are you working at this week?
Here at the office
What office?
for Mid-South Realty.
So what are you doing? What did she call it? What did you call it again?
For Mid-South Realty.
Realty? What is realty?
Realty.
It's realty.
I drink real tea.
I drink stuff.
Drink real tea.
You take water, you put it in there, you boil it.
I don't
Put
drink
stuff
real
in
tea.
there
I
and
drink
just
sweet
sit it
tea.
What's real tea? That's the name.
That's
Real
real
tea.
sweet tea.
Real sweet tea.
Real sweet tea.
At that point, it's just flavored water.
But
So, are you excited to be working here this week?
Kinda,
No.
a little bit.
how was your first day?
I messed up some of the envelopes I was stamping.
How do you
I
mess
thought-
up
or
that?
cards. Was it cards or
Or
envelopes?
yeah, cards, not envelopes.
Yeah.
Oh, now the cards that was they're because they're slick, and so it's easy to
Nah,
smear
it
'em.
has
no,
nothing to do with
no,
Quit giving
No.
excuses, Mom.
no.
that. Yeah.
She messed
No.
up.
Oh, how did you mess it up?
I
Upside
accidentally flipped
down.
them upside down.
Oh, well, no, that's different. I see. I messed up a few because I smear them.
I didn't smear them
She
because
can't keep her fingers off of them.
Yeah, I kept touching them.
I just lined them up and then stamped them all. I had like an assembly line.
And then
Nice.
One of the lines was inserted upside down, so that's all right. They're still usable.
Yep.
We're still going to use them.
Absolutely.
So if you get one of the few upside down Merry
that's because
Christmases,
you're special.
yeah, absolutely, you get the special. So look out for your Christmas cards, and if you get the upside down one, just know what happened.
Just know that I
Right.
may or may not have messed it up.
Or you might get one with finger smudge marks.
Smudge
Yeah.
marks.
Hey, you can get Mama's fingerprint.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
So of course they're on fall break, like we said. So Sunday was okay. It was church. We went to church, good service, and then we spent 6 hours in the yard. Everybody,
All of you?
All of
everybody,
us.
everybody.
We were tired.
You know, getting the yard cleaned up and stuff moved out and weeds cut and mowed
good.
and all that. So
I saved
Getting
a
chased
big
after
mouse.
mice.
Why did you save a mouse?
It was a baby.
Why did you?
It was
save
like this small, so
Oh.
it was
You-
in my way.
But they grow up.
I'm dragging this.
It was a field mouse.
board thing, and I'm dragging it onto
The
van.
chickens will eat
I know. You
it.
should have gave it to the chicken.
We should have. We
never even thought about that.
I would have
yeah.
picked it up and threw it at them.
Really? I would have never thought they would have ate
Oh,
that.
Oh yeah, the pigs would have eaten it too.
Yeah.
Hey, Mama. I just got an alert that your phone's dying.
It's been dying off and on all day. It's been a long day.
But yeah, me and Bella go to clean out around the pig pen and all that stuff, and a bunch of mice appear out of nowhere. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, look at the mice!" And I'm like, "Ah, get away from me!"
I started hitting it with the shovel.
Yeah, and I run out.
You started hitting what with the shovel?
That mouse.
The mice. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do, and then feed it to the animals.
Yeah, you feed it to the
Dang.
animals.
Yeah, except she didn't do that. She just sat it out of the way.
Take your foot, stomp it.
Don't tell her that.
Circle
She
of
will.
life, Circle of life.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, she was standing on a dead mouse. She didn't notice
I
it.
didn't know because there was a big old sheet of metal and the mouse was underneath the
I
metal.
said it. I said that she was because I saw it when I picked it up.
Ew. Okay, we'll move on from that.
Yeah. I didn't know any of that happened really. So
News
did
to
you
you.
not hear
I
me
knew
scream
about.
about
I
it?
knew about the mouse last night. So
Well,
Yeah.
Holly and I went visiting Saturday evening. We went to friends of ours' house and had a good time.
good. That was a lot of fun.
Holly and I did.
Oh, Holly and I.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you
and
said
me,
Howie.
you know, Clarissa was working, and then me and Bella, we just stayed at home and did nothing. It was wonderful and quiet.
Yeah, I don't have to deal with Mama on the phone.
Thanks, Bella.
You're screaming on the phone, actually.
She does talk
I
very
need
loud on the phone.
I need hearing aids, y'all. I don't hear well, so I talk loud.
She does, and her phone is turned way up high.
Is
And
Her
so is her
brightness.
brightness too.
Speakerphone.
Her
Brightness
brightness.
is up all the way high.
Oh well, brightness. I have to do that too.
Oh.
That just age.
Actually, people that are hard of hearing talk low.
Oh, I talk
No.
very loud.
I
I
talk
talk
very
loud.
loud.
They talk low. I'm telling you, they talk low.
I wish I could talk low, but
I know, me
I like
too.
to hear myself, so I just gotta compensate.
Well, that's because you like the sound of your own voice. So there you go.
Thanks, that. Thanks. This is like pick on me today.
I guess it's
Hey,
Holly's
that's
day.
me.
It's usually me.
That's
so,
right.
Yeah, it usually is.
So we'll just let that go.
There you go. Yeah.
I'm not joining in, babe. I love you so much.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Love you too.
Yeah, sure.
Pat, what'd you do this weekend?
We deloaded from the fair, cleaning out our truck.
Ooh, yay.
Everything was wet.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So we had spread out some stuff to dry, and then we had to spread out some more stuff to dry. So I did inventory on it, and then we got to finish up this afternoon.
All right.
Yep.
We glad it's done.
Yes, I'm glad the fair is over.
Okay.
So, and no, we didn't make much money.
Well, we didn't ask that.
Well, I'm just
Nobody
telling
did. The fair
think
got
the
ran
you.
fair-
out.
Everybody
Got hurt big time.
everybody
this year.
was hurting.
Yep.
So
Who would have thought that a hurricane would ruin the fair here in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee?
I'm gonna shoot that hurricane down.
That's
know.
not
Well, you
how
know-
that works.
whenever
I'm gonna figure it
Hurricane
out.
Katrina and Rita come through, I should have got some of that relief money, that FEMA money,
Mm-hmm.
because right before that came through, we spread out some seed on our property. We'd had it dozed, and we set out some grass seed, and then Katrina and Rita came through and washed it all away.
I met a client this afternoon. Not this afternoon, this morning. It's been a long day. I met a client this morning, and he has a friend that lives over in North Carolina, and the devastation is just that is unreal. That most people, I mean, a lot of people have talked a little bit about it, but she's there, and she said the smell from there's a lot of death because you can smell it. And she said you could see people in trees, and they're unable to get to them yet.
Wow.
Yeah, they're also ordering thousands of dollars worth of these vehicles, these cold vehicles to store the bodies. That's how massive it is.
Yeah.
I know Elon Musk. Musk. I didn't think Musk. That's a smell. He is working with Dr.
Oh, Musk is the smell.
There is a Musk.
Yes.
Yes, there is.
A doctor. What is the guy that talks about? He's got the TV show and he talks.
Dr. Phil?
Thank you. He's working with Dr.
How did you get
Phil.
that from? He's got a TV show.
Doctor TV show.
Oh, I didn't hear the doctor part.
Phil.
Okay.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes, Dr. Phil is over there with in the devastated areas, and he has contacted Elon Musk, whatever it is,
Musk.
and he is working with him to bring helicopters and the big, fast helicopters that run under the radar. They're bringing those in to transport supplies and to bring people out and do whatever they're going to do. They're taking internet, which I thought was odd. What I heard this morning was that Elon is making internet available wireless for all these people.
Yeah, Starlink.
Yes, and he's giving them the box that they need to be able to have internet so they can report out what supplies they need and their devastation. And
Oh, absolutely. We're
if
just
they
so
need-
internet dependent that
Right.
it is such a huge asset to have that, and for him
and
to
I
do
just
that.
think that's pretty cool
Absolutely.
that Elon is
Well,
doing
then they
that.
can report out because there's still hundreds of people missing,
Right.
and that way they can start getting a good count on who
And
is
heck,
still
when you're
there.
sitting around waiting for it, it'd be nice to have Netflix. Just saying.
Netflix is probably the least of their worries right about now.
All right, fine, YouTube.
I know they, David Butler in Wayne County, good friends of families and stuff like that for many years, and they went to North Carolina This past weekend, they are loading up another truck. Shared it on Facebook that the delivery to meet at the church in Waynesboro on Wednesday. They're going to be headed back out again with another load of stuff. They're in great need of warm clothing and blankets because it's starting to get cold.
Not oddly enough, but awful. It's awful, but they need body bags.
Yeah.
They need body bags, so there's just not enough there.
Byron took a load over in his semi.
Yeah.
He had I don't know who helped him fill the semi, but they filled the semi full and took it. He just took it over. I don't know if he's back yet or not, probably, but I don't know if he's going back over or not. So there's plenty of opportunities locally that we can contribute. We can do something. You know, if nothing else, if somebody buys a bolt of fleece and just sends the whole bolt of fleece over there, they can cut it up to size and make blankets out of it.
They said that they must be new blankets.
Yeah.
It all has to be new, so you can't be just
Donating from your closet.
Correct. No, it all has to be new blankets that they need.
It's just to keep pests down when you have a big warehouse like that.
Well,
Correct.
you can also donate to Samaritan Purse.
You make sure whoever you're donating to makes it all go to the cause.
Well, you can contact Samaritan's Purse. That is the Billy Graham. He started this, and they're over there now. They went over when President Trump went to visit, and they were distributing everything. So they were there before anybody else.
Well, if you have any question, if you feel a need that you want to donate, don't know what to do, you can always bring it here. We'll make sure that we get it to the appropriate place. If we get enough, we may take a road trip. So who knows?
Yeah.
Yay.
We'll rent a U-Haul or two and go.
It's just devastating what those people must be going through. The mud is I think one of the biggest, not the fact that they lost all their house and everything in it, but just the mud that they're digging out of. And the cars are full of mud. And I mean, it's sad. It's just really sad, the devastation that's going on over there. And we have sent out prayers every day for them.
And Florida's fixing to get hit again.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I had some clients move up here from Florida, and they went ahead and did it a week earlier than they were planning to, just to miss this
Getting in
hurricane.
between the hurricanes.
Yep.
Because down in Florida, I sold real estate down in Florida, and once it gets into they call it the box, and if the cone reaches the box, then you can't do anything. There's no closings, no, everything just freezes until after the hurricane. So, you try to get everything done before it reaches that mysterious box.
Timeline, yeah.
Yeah, but
Well, I know
anyway.
she was headed up this morning, and then the movers are headed up tomorrow afternoon, but they are expecting Hurricane Milton to hit Florida tomorrow night and Wednesday morning. Like, it'll be bad.
It's a Cat 5 now.
Jeez.
Is it really?
Yeah. I know friends of ours, her brother lives there. They are making the decision today whether or not they're coming up.
They probably better hurry.
Yeah, if they're going to do it, they better get going.
Right. I know that's where Jeannie, my aunt lives there, and I have a cousin and all that whole area right there, and that's where it's going to come in at. It's right there. So prayers to them.
Yep.
But anyway, Mother Nature has a weird way of dealing with life, I guess, and there's some reason why we're getting hurricanes and the devastation. I don't know why, but we just need to reach out. We just need to remember our neighbors and remember people that are in need. And right now we have a lot. And this country needs to step up, and we need to quit sending monies out of our area and keep it for our country, and let those idiots know in the office right now that they are wrong and they don't have everything that they need, and that they do need our support. So,
Well, Kamala promised them $750.
yeah, $750. You can't even go to the grocery store for a family of 5 for $750.
And you had to apply online.
And it's a loan.
Yes.
And it is a loan. They have to pay that money back. And to me, I mean, that's just a slap in the face.
Like, what's the point?
Right.
Well-
What is the point? $750, and now I got to pay it back. I lost everything. I lost my underwear, everything. And now you want me to pay this money back? You know, she is just such a you know, sorry.
Yeah, it's just fine. He
Oh,
just
I
go
got a
beep.
buzz.
Something beeped.
I know, something beeped.
It's
That'd
your
be
It was your
Mama's
phone.
phone dying.
Oh,
It's on
I
my
thought it beat my
360.
words. I thought, wow,
Well,
Nathan.
I got to go in there and find it and beep it out myself.
But anyway,
But
I
she
don't.
thought it was beep.
I thought it beeped me. Anyway, I just our current administration is a joke, and I just think that we need to take control, and we need to. I mean, they were stopping everybody from bringing donations. They were stopping everybody from going over there to volunteer. And why? You know, why do that? And so I got to get off my soapbox, or this is
Yeah,
going
I
to turn
think-
nasty.
I think the reason why they're trying to keep a lot of is they're trying to keep looters out
Well, you can't.
and
there's-
crime out.
There's a lot of people. I've seen it a few times now. They've been going up there and they've been stealing other people's belongings, even stealing them off of like their bodies and then bringing it back home instead of going there and helping.
That's what it is.
That
to
helped.
control
I
the
mean, that
looting.
helped. I mean, that happens all the time. But you don't stop helping because of a few looters. You
Correct.
know, you go and take care of the looters.
The majority.
What do you
of
do
people
to them,
do.
Pat?
Shoot them.
Be careful. That is like over in the hills and hollers, and you hear
They will
banjos.
shoot 'em.
They will.
I know. All right. Well, enough of that. We just need to carry on with our show, and just God bless all those people over there, and help if you can. Nathan, want to get us started?
Sure. So,
Oh, wait a minute. No, Bella is.
oh, okay.
Bella's going to get us started.
I was looking outside myself for string and confidence, but it comes for within. It is there all that time.
It was there all that time.
That's good enough for me.
All right, Clarissa, you want to read it again?
I was always looking outside myself. I'm talking into it.
I don't hear you.
No, I can hear it just fine.
Oh, okay.
You're
Go
just,
ahead.
You
She's
can't
just
hear
deaf.
Mama. I was looking outside myself for strength and confidence, but it comes from within. It is there all the time. Anne Freud.
You just got to find it.
Don't
Everybody's
act
got
like that you're
strength.
better than me, Kwasa.
I am
both
better than you,
read it.
loser.
Oh.
Sisterly love on air.
Yeah, I mean, I like that quote, but honestly, my strength and confidence comes from God now in my later years. You need to find it within, but He gives us the strength to do that. So,
Amen.
Will we
So-
turn into Baptist now?
Apparently so.
No, Bella, we're Christians.
Are Baptist Christians?
Yeah.
I know. I know. She's like, we turn into
Okay,
Baptists? We're
let's
just
go
Christians.
somewhere
Come
else.
on.
I mean, we've already covered politics and religion. So let's go.
It's going to be a fun show. Nathan's going to have fun editing it. All right. Well, you want to cut to a commercial, and when we get back, my favorite section, or my favorite session is Numbers Aren't Sexy, but they do tell a story.
No way.
They do.
When thinking about buying or selling a home, it's kind of like baseball.
It's important to know all the players and to have all the bases covered.
Now, what's the guy's name on first base? Now, what is on second? I'm not asking you who's on second. Who is on first?
Finding a realtor that you can count on and trust to help you in every inning of the game will also help you knock it out of the park.
Hi, I'm Holly.
And I'm Nathan with Flora Mid-South Realty, and together we are the Cabins Home Team.
Let us help you get a home run with buying or selling your home.
Give us a call at 931-345-2406.
All right, we are back. Flora Rockstars, rocking the real estate news and all things local. Now, the numbers that I'm going to give you are from September 29th through October 5th. Currently, we have 173 listings with an average list price of $366,000.
I won't forget to add it this time.
$640. Coming soon, there's 4 with $369,950 under contract showing. There's 9 of those. You guys are going to quit dancing now. 9 of those at 296,689,000 under contract, not showing. We have 3 of those. We have some happy buyers, happy sellers, and we're headed to the closing table with an average list price of $412,560. We had 2 expired and 12 canceled. Closing for last week, we had 9 closings with an average sale price of $351,544. The number that I tell everybody to pay attention to is the list price versus the sale price. Last week, sellers were getting 95.52% of list price, which is down a little bit from where we have been. From the time we put the sign in the yard till we went to closing, it took till we went to contract, took 60 days. From the time we went under contract till we closed, took additional 40 days. So all in all, it was taking 100 days to get those properties closed. This time last year, we had 11 closings with an average sale price of $283,178. Big difference from last year to this year. We had 25 properties with price changes this week. This month so far. So that's a huge indicator on what we're doing in our market. I'm not saying all the properties are overpriced. I'm not saying all the properties are going to be lowered, but there are a lot of the prices coming down. The current inventory is 5.13 months. So in 5.13 months, if nobody puts anything else on the market, we'll be homeless and we won't have anything to close or sell. And the interest rates now are up. For the last 2 days, the interest rates were raising, and they're up by a half a point. A 30-year fix is 6.62%. A 30-year FHA is a 6.12%. A 30-year VA is 6.15%. And a 30-year fixed USDA is 6.55%. The numbers that I'm reading off to you come from Mortgage News Daily. Those are your numbers, because numbers aren't sexy, but they do tell a story.
I thought we were on a news thing for a minute.
We were. That's
we
the
are.
news.
This is Flora Rockstars rocking the real estate
No,
news
like,
and
like
all
that,
things local.
Like that one news, like Channel 4 News.
Well, I guess that's a compliment.
That is a compliment. Thank you.
Channel 4 News.
She's got the
Today we're talking about
weather lady voice.
North Carolina.
All right. I'm going to cut to a commercial when we get back.
Sure.
We will talk about common myths about real estate market for sellers. There's a lot of myths out there, and we're going to do some myth busting.
That might be copywritten, sorry.
What?
All right, guys and gals, come on in. Let's talk about real estate. I can help you buy. I can help you sell. I can help you auction. Anything you need. How about property management? I can help you rent, or I can even manage your property. You want to get married? I can even marry you. I'm a notary, so let's get going. I can help you get to sold. Pat Bradley, Flora Mid-South Realty, 931-345-2736. Call me. Hey, welcome back to Flora Rockstars, rocking the real estate and all things local. Speaking of local, our community events, remember, Oktoberfest is going on in Loretto. They started the 5th and they're going through the 13th, and that is in Loretto. Okay, and there is a free friendship bracelet bar. I guess that is in Loretta too. I don't know, it didn't say. And of course we have Plowboy Produce Auction going on in Etheridge.
The big community auction's coming up too. That's this weekend. The 5-ring auction. That's Saturday.
Movie night at Keystone is Thursday, October the 10th. It starts at 5 p.m. and the movie of the night is Haunted Mansion. Can you imagine that in October? Yes. And Thursday dinners at Keystone Resort is also at 5 p.m. So you can't watch the movie and eat dinner too. So You got to choose one or the other. And Friday at October the 11th through the 13th is Wheeling in the Country. So if you want to go out and wheel around in the country, take off, but it's out there. And Friday, October the 11th is Loretta Farmers Market. It starts at 4:30 p.m. at Weathers Park. And Friday, October the 11th is Etheridge Motorsports Park. Starts at 5 p.m.
Is that the drag race?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
That's the drag strip.
Have you ever been to a drag race?
Good save.
No, she's been to a drag show too.
Well,
Yeah. Wait a
I meant
minute.
drag race.
Drag race, is that where the drag queens get together and race?
That would be hilarious.
Exactly.
I would like to
That's
go watch
exactly
that.
how it goes.
There you
Watch 'em
go.
run some
They
heels.
In
get
high
up-
heels.
Thick
In
high
high
heels.
heels.
They get up into like these thick high heels. They start running. They break a knee. That's their own problem.
Yeah. Break a neck, break a leg.
They
And
figure it out.
October the 12th, on Saturday, is Backroads for Benefield, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. This is for Dr. Scott Benefield. This is a ride for him.
He's my best friend.
Is that back? What'd you call that? A bike ride or a
Back roads.
bicycle?
It's, let's see what
Does
it
it say?
says. Backroads, it's a bicycle race, I reckon.
Oh, I thought it would be because he used
He
to.
was, that's where
He's
he
a
got his-
rider.
Yeah. Yeah. His brother-in-law got him started on that. And they're having issues with him at the rehab place at Shirley Ryan. Insurance is saying, mm-mm.
Oh.
So that's the bad part. And Farm Market Day is at the farm, October the 12th, 9 a.m.
Oh,
to
that's
2
fun.
p.m. out at the farm in Summertown. And, of course, you got the consignment auction the 19th at Plyboy Produce Auction, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And October the 12th on Saturday is Big Creek Winery Autumn Fest. And that's over at Big Creek in Pulaski. And Emma Wilbanks will be performing.
Who's that?
And the Sands Country. So it's a free concert.
Yeah.
There you go, over there. So there you go. And then Etheridge Motorsports Park on Saturday, October the 12th, 12 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. And also Downtown Movie Night on the Square in Lawrenceburg. It's Hocus Pocus and Practical Magic.
Oh, there's two.
And then also from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. downtown is the Chili Cook-Off.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Hey, Mama, I think you should make some chili.
So, carry you some antacids and some menthol to put under your nose.
Some Beano.
Yeah, and Beano. For,
Yeah.
For
Well,
those
hey,
who
Mama, I
stay,
think-
stay nameless.
I think you
Nathan?
need to make some chili for that. I love your chili.
Thanks.
So, there you go. Those are your community events.
All
Thank
right.
you.
That was a lot
Thank
of
you.
food.
A lot of food.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. All right. Let's go to now. Now, I won't jump ahead. All right. I'm going to, I guess, put the situation out there and then you guys all comment.
Okay.
Okay. Pricing high. This is for sellers now. These are myths that sellers think. And we're going to bust those myths. Pricing high leaves room for negotiating.
I think there's depending on what you consider pricing high. I think you always want to try to get the most for your clients as you can, but there's also, if you're priced too high, people aren't going to bother with you until they see some price reductions. If your house is priced correctly, and you take your expert realtor's advice, it's going to sell so much faster.
It
So-
can sit there longer. You shoot yourself in the foot. If you overprice it, you're going to shoot yourself in the foot because because the longer it sits, people automatically think there's something wrong with it, which is going to hurt you in the long run.
Even in today's market, even when things were flying off the shelves very quickly, things still go pretty fast to get under contract. So if you are a month and a half and you don't have your property under contract, you're overpriced, and that's what I feel. At a certain price point. The higher price points, though, are staying on the market a little longer because they just are. There's not a lot of buyers for those.
Well, if you price it high too, then certain people's not even going to look.
Correct.
They can't even find it. Yeah.
They're not going to look because they're going to say, "Well, I can only afford this much," so they go just a little bit above that, and then they don't look anymore.
Correct. Correct. Because they don't think. Well, sellers are getting 95% of the list price. So when they figure out what that percentage is, because any kind of realtor is going to show that buyer, well, they're getting 98, 95, whatever the sellers are. So when you put your offer together, but when you look at that and then you look at what that price could be or your offer price, then it's still too much overpriced, for them and what they're qualified for. So we just have to be careful. There's that fine line of pricing it to have negotiating room or overpricing it thinking you have negotiating room. You got to be really careful there.
Yeah, and then if it sits on the market too long, you're going to start your price reductions. Price reductions, once you do one, you're probably going to do 2 or 3 more.
Correct.
And you can ultimately end up selling your home for lower than what you would have if you priced it right to begin with.
Absolutely.
Yep, I agree.
Okay.
Because the days on the market, a lot of, well, I don't care, I'm not in no big hurry. Well, the longer it sits, the harder it's going to be for you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The home sells itself. If a home is good enough, or if a home is good enough, it will sell regardless of marketing efforts.
That's
Absolutely
the myth.
not.
Well, how is somebody going to know that you even have it for sale if you don't really put it out there? And just because I walk around and take a couple of pictures, stick it on Marketplace. Boy, I was looking at some and I'm like, your finger's in that one.
I know.
And I'm like, and the pictures they put, and I'm like, your kids are in them, your dogs are in them. And I'm going, why?
And they're awful dark.
Yeah,
They're
the dark
dark,
pictures.
or they're
right.
too-
They're blurry.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
gosh.
the staging thing, there is some a company that stages, and I went out and showed a double wide trailer out in the boonies, kind of, and there was Victorian furniture in that double wide trailer, along with this really fine china. And I was talking to the lady. The seller was there, and she said, I don't think it kind of matches, but it was free.
Wow. Wow.
I always, that's a good topic one day that I want to talk about, staging or not staging. Does it bring better value? Does it sell quicker? Is all that work worth it? But sorry, that's a whole other topic for another day.
Well, with that one, the staging stuff did not fit the house.
Oh, of course.
Okay, we're going to go with a Victorian style in a double wide trailer.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it was a really nice trailer, a nice piece of property, but the staging did nothing for it.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, it kind of makes it seem like a joke.
It does on that one.
But
think
no, just because you put a house up for sale doesn't mean it's going to sell on its own. It just won't. I mean, Holly and I do very aggressive marketing when it comes to our listings, and we pound the pavement with our listings to get activity on them. So on one hand, yes. On one hand, no, because if it's updated, it's priced just right, it will be a fast sell. But it definitely doesn't do it for itself.
No, you have to do the marketing. You have to have the good pictures. You need to have, you need to understand, where does this house have internet? Where's the internet coming from? That's a huge factor in today's time.
Absolutely.
Is where are you going to get your internet from? And, we still deal with out-of-state buyers. And they're coming from more populated areas, and they don't understand that there's still some areas that can't get internet. And so you have to know that as that listing agent. You need to be able to say, look, here are your options. And I think that's really important also for our out-of-state. And then you need to be willing to do virtual showings. That's still a thing. You still need to be able to have the means to do the videos, do the walkthroughs, talk to them if it smells like cat pee, because you can't see cat pee on a picture.
Right.
And, make sure that you point out the different things. So,
and then pictures are very, very important now. They always have been, but when you're back in the day, and we're talking like grandma's day, you see a house that's the square footage you want, the bedrooms you want, the land you want. You don't even have to look at pictures. You're going to set up a tour of the house. Mm-hmm. Now you have to be sold on that house. A buyer needs to be sold on that house before they even go see it, because they're not going to waste their time going to go see a house if the pictures are real bad. Mm-hmm. It's not going to catch their attention. Everybody shops first online.
Correct. Blueprints is really going to come into play, I think, too, because layouts are really important, because pictures are, because like even today when we looked at that house, he was like, so there's 2 bathrooms, they're painted the same. He's like, I knew they were different, but we couldn't figure out the location of these 2 bathrooms. And and so I think, and I've been seeing a lot more people put blueprints on their listings. I think that is really going to take off.
At least, maybe not the actual blueprint, but at least a floor diagram.
It's a floor plan is what it is, and not like actual blueprints, but it's a floor plan, and that way they can just know, especially with these people who are doing virtual, and when they can kind of visualize, okay, so it's a split floor plan. The primary bedroom's on this end, the other 2 bedrooms are on this end. They like to see that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The other thing, too, is when you put a house on the market, you have to be able to entice people to look at it. And you have to be able to entice 2 different people. You have to be able to entice the general public, if that's something that they're shopping for, and make it look attractive enough for them to be interested. But you also need to make sure that agents are understanding about it, that they're attracted to it, to be able to sell it to their buyers. Because if they don't know anything about it, the buyer doesn't know anything about it, nobody's going to come to see your property. Right. So you also need to make sure that you make it attractive to agents, buyers agents, and the general public.
Absolutely.
All right. Any
renovating always increases your value.
Any renovation project will add value to the home and increase the sale price.
Yes.
That's the myth. And no, it does not.
No.
Because you put your air conditioner is 35 years old. Just because you put a new one does not increase the value of your property. That's just called maintenance. Mm-hmm. And that's maintenance on that property. Just because your roof is 38 years old and it's time to get a new roof, if you put a new roof on there, that's not an upgrade.
Yeah, see, but I don't think that's what they're talking about renovating.
No, that's not what they're talking
about. I think that is.
No, that's like what you said. That's general.
I think of what we live in right now.
No, I'm just saying people think that renovating, because they it's upgrades. When they look at renovating, they think that because I put a new roof on my house, that it's worth more money.
No,
and it's not. That's maintenance. Well, it's not going to bring you dollar for dollar. That's
not
just
dollar for dollar, no, but it'll help the value for sure.
Yeah, if you add a second bathroom, yes. Absolutely. If you upgrade your outdated kitchen, it does add quite a bit of value.
New cabinets,
but if
new
you
appliances. Add a pool out there, it's not going.
Yeah,
it's really not.
Pool is not going to add at all.
And also when you're renovating, and like if you're renovating to sell, be careful. There's a fine line where you're not going to see a return on your investment. Also, if you're painting or freshening up a room and you decide to paint a room, and you might really love this color, so you buy it and you paint it and you love it. Somebody that comes in might not like that. It's a very subjective thing. So if you're starting to do renovating to sell the property, just go with neutral, basic colors,
right?
Because if somebody comes in and doesn't like the colors that you picked out, they're not looking at it as a freshly painted wall. They're looking at it as a project because they're going to want to repaint it. So
95% of people today want a move-in ready house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And the roofs and the air conditioners, the major big ticket items, they're wanting them updated, too. So
it's like, why are we going to spend $300,000 on a house and the first thing I have to do is put a $20,000 roof on my house?
Correct.
And we can't blame them. you've had the house for however long. You know, that's your responsibility to keep it maintained. Don't just sell the house because you don't want to invest into it. You know, you might find a sucker out there that's going to pay you for full price, but I think that's morally wrong.
Oh, they're just going to come out. They're going to be like, once that inspection comes back and says that roof is 30 years old, then the agent is going to ask you to put a new roof on.
Or
it's
allow
just
it,
it's
give
just
allowance
maintenance.
for it.
You know,
Right.
your hot water tank, your air conditioner, your heating and air, your roof, things like that are major ticket items. Those just need to be updated when it comes to the end of their life. You know, whether you're going to keep it or sell it, you just need to do updating on your property.
Now, that being said, when you go to when we're showing a house and in the MLS it says roof just put on, brand new air conditioning, it might not bring like money value dollar for dollar, but it brings appeal value.
Correct.
Where it's very appealing because now somebody's going to buy a house that the roof and the air conditioning's just been replaced, so they have a decade or two before they even have to think about touching it.
And that's a good point. Appeal value. That's a good term. I think that appeal value weighs more than a dollar value.
Sometimes on certain
right.
things, absolutely.
And so you just have to keep that in mind when you go and talk to sellers, and seller says, well, you know, my house is worth this much more because I put a roof on it. Well,
not dollar for dollar. It
not
just doesn't.
necessarily. It has appeal value. All right.
I just thought about that, by the way.
That was
pretty
good.
cool, wasn't
That
it?
was good. We need to remember that. Sellers.
I told him about that a while ago.
Oh, did you? Oh, it was bad. You're going to take the credit.
I'm just teasing.
Sellers believe they will get back. Oh, I already did. Oh, well, we kind of just talked about that.
Yeah.
Selling a home as is.
Wait, the upgrades. You know, you might get a big price if you put a bidet in your bathroom.
I still want one.
Ew.
Have you ever used? Well,
Never mind.
No.
No,
Never mind.
I don't
Let's
want
not
to.
go there.
I don't know. Okay. Selling a home as is means the seller won't need to fix anything before closing.
That's incorrect all the way around. The appraiser can come back in and say XYZ has to be fixed before we can close on this house. Well, that buyer is going to really insist on that seller fixing X, Y, and Z because it wasn't their problem to begin with.
Well, but that's not the case, to be fair.
Sometimes, not always, but majority of the time they're going to want that fixed.
If it's being sold as is, I think that's actually almost a myth that is correct.
Well, because if you're a seller and you're selling it as is, there could be a variety of reasons for that.
Oh, that's true.
And one being somebody passed away, and you don't have the money to fix anything. So that's a reason for as is on that part of it.
Right.
And sometimes it is like elderly couple or an elderly person.
Yeah, one of them passed away and the other one just can't do the work or afford the work.
Or afford it. So sometimes it is a sell as is. That's true. But if it's not, then
one thing that sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. One thing talking about as is realm is, and I think this is definitely needs to be looked at and changed. But you can be in negotiation for a house with another realtor or whatever, and nowhere in your communications before the offer, nowhere on the MLS, Zillow, nowhere is this house being sold as is. You send them the repair request, and they turn around and send you something in response saying, we're not doing any repairs, we're selling as is. I think that needs to be disclosed before an offer even can be put in, because we're expecting that we're going to do our inspections, we're going to have a repair request, we're not going to be unreasonable with our repair request,
right?
But you get sent, they're doing nothing, and this property is being sold as is. Well, what do? Your hands are tied at that point.
Well, you go find another house, or you.
Well, that's
offer
true.
Them, but see,
correct.
You offer them a lower price.
We've done that.
And then and then you just offer them a lower price and hope for the best. All right, the last one. Any agent can get the same results when selling a house.
I don't know that.
Any
What?
agent can get the same results? Oh, no, because no agent is alike. And some agents are not as good as other agents. They may not be as good at marketing. They may not be good as negotiating.
Or
They may not, or talking. Yeah, absolutely. They may just be a fly-by-night, put a sign in the yard, list on MLS, and wait for their phone to ring.
Or they're up in Clarksville. They have no idea about Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Zero.
And they're back down here. They've got a listing down here that they don't know. They have no clue about our market down here.
Because they happen, somebody knows somebody, or they found them on the internet. They live 3 hours away. You know, that being said, listing a property, no. It should be local people that know the area, that know the houses, blah, blah, blah. But I sell all over.
We sell all over. I mean,
Mhm.
the
yeah.
state of Tennessee.
That's different than,
Right.
than listing it.
Yeah, when
Correct.
you have a buyer, that's different. But a listing, you need somebody who is local because we not only sell it, we're selling your community.
Correct.
I am talking about kayaking to people, to certain buyers. I'm talking about, mom and pop shops here. Hey, go get you a sandwich at, Sue's Sandwich Shop. We're going to talk about local businesses and what the community is like. If I'm going to go to, let's just say I go to Clarksville, I know nothing about Clarksville
No.
to list a house. How am I going to sell that person on the community? I mean, realistically.
I mean, you really can't. You can't get it detailed by no means.
But they think a lot of these, like local people, there are some local people who will list with a Nashville agent, and I think their thought process is
More
they're
exposure.
Nashville, they have all this luxury and more exclusive. No, they are no better than we are.
Not a lot of local people in
Well,
Nashville
and
looking to move to Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
If you take that concept, that has the same concept is between a corporate company, like the big names, the ones with the balloons, the ones with the blue star and all that. You take those companies and then you put them against a company like ours, which is a small little boutique company right now, and we're just as big and mighty. We do just, if not better, than what those companies have to offer. And so it's kind of like the same thing. You still get the same results or even better by a local agent and not necessarily a corporate agent.
Right.
So anyway, all right. So we will have, I think we need to do more of this. Next time we'll do buyers.
Yep.
And we'll bust that myth and see what we can get, what kind of trouble we can stir up.
No, I like it. I like the topic. I think we had a few more that we were going to do, but you know us, we're long-winded and we can talk for hours. So, but we got to start wrapping up. So, does anybody have any properties that we need to highlight?
Nope, my property, my land listing that I just listed is now under contract.
Oh, congrats!
So-
Congratulations. Only thing we have is everything else is sold and under contract. So the only thing that's left is our $1.7 million listing across from Heine's. Great location.
Clarissa, we got any rental properties available?
We have 2 available. Both of them are 2-bedroom, 1 bath, and then we have another one available that is 1 bedroom, 1 bath.
Okay. And the 2-bedroom, 2-bath, those are the apartments over there on the manor?
Yes, and it's pet friendly, but you have to pay a deposit, like $250 deposit, and then it's an extra $25 a month per pet.
Okay. Well, there you go. If you need a 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment, we got you covered. There is a small 1-bedroom, 1-bath. That's coming available, isn't it? Or is it available now?
It's sort of. It's not available yet. It's possibly becoming available.
Okay. Well, in the rental world, there's not a lot out there right now. So, and we can't keep empty houses, which is a good problem.
Yes.
But there needs to be some more affordable housing happening, and which it is.
Mm-hmm.
We got a meeting later on this week with some people to talk about just that.
Yep.
And if any investors do happen to hear this, our land we have over there right across the street from Heine's Barbecue
Would be a great
Would be a
place
great
for rental
place.
townhouses.
for rental properties or condos or middle management townhouses would be a great location for that. So just to spark your idea, there's enough road frontage for a great entry to the community. And then you got about 10 acres?
There is 19 acres.
19
there.
acres. Yeah, 19 acres in total. And you have
Outside of city limits.
But you still have, I mean, it's across from Heidi's, but so you have septic, I mean, not septic, you have sewer, you have electric, and you have water right there. And that has so much foot traffic daily because a lot of people are driving back and forth to Spring Hill and Columbia and Nashville for work.
and it'd be a great place for people to live that work there as well.
I know.
So it'd be just perfect. So
All right. How can we get a hold of you?
you can call Holly or myself, Cavan's home team at 931
345.
2406.
Wow.
You kind of looked at me weird when I said 931. You kind of looked up. I'm like, what? Am I saying it wrong? But no, again, it's 931 345 2406. You can contact us generally at the office as well, located at 1288 First Avenue, right behind McDonald's. And yeah, we're here.
That phone number
We're here
is
all the time.
931 762 4247.
Yep.
And you can always reach me either here at the office or on my phone at 931-271-5790. Girls, have a great fall break. I know you're going to enjoy working here and doing cleaning and all kinds of fun stuff that you like to do. So,
and we'll
slave
keep you
labor.
posted. Yeah, we'll keep you posted next week on Bella Under the House and see how that goes tomorrow.
Oh, yep. All right, everybody say bye.
Bye.
Bye.